Hello everyone and welcome to my video. My name is Randolph, the Shield of God, and I make videos about the Bible and God and faith. Anyway, enough of that. This video is going to talk about biblical fasting, some of its benefits, challenges, and just everything that you need to know as a believer who wants to try this. If you found this video, you're led here by Holy Spirit, and this video is just a little bit of background knowledge so that you can make an informed decision about this type of fasting. So, in the early Christian times, the first century, believers considered fasting to be a normal part of their faith. However, as time went on, this practice has been almost abolished or pushed out, likely by God's enemies, because of its spiritual power. When we fast, we sharpen the connection we have with God and heaven. But when we are living normal life, we are closer to the earth because of our flesh. So basically what fasting is, it's where you abstain from things that your fleshly body needs to draw closer to God. It's a type of consecration or sanctification that we can engage in so that our connection with God becomes stronger, closer, tighter. And this powerful weapon for a believer can make all the difference in whether you succeed in your battles or not. Because God notices when a believer undergoes this kind of thing and responds very quickly, very powerfully. God is ready and willing to meet us halfway where our faith is with His power. And so this is why we should consider doing this, because it will literally destroy and break the chains that are keeping us bound. It could be poverty, could be some weakness we're struggling with, could be anything. I mean, Paul and Silas were in the dungeon with chains around them, and they were praising God and singing in the midnight hour, and then the chains broke, the jail opened. So this is very powerful, and it does move God to respond when we fast in this way. There are different levels of fasting. Some people will fast and they will just consume like vegetables. Some people will fast and drink no food or no water, like Moses and like Jesus. But whatever we do, it is because that we sacrifice to God, and it has to be with a pure heart, a good motive, that we receive God's intervention and that He notices us. If we do this, God will respond and He will be ready to bless us and hear us. You can just imagine heavenly armies, legions of angels coming down from God on assignment to your case, to fix things that you don't even know are a problem. When you have something going on in your life, you don't know what to pray for. You don't know what you need really. God knows the perfect solution. And when you fast, He responds readily and even more quickly. Not because He feels like bribed to respond to you. No, it is because He sees you are ready to align yourself with what He wants to do anyway. So it really has to do with us managing our heart. But it's always been practiced in the Bible and in faith and spirituality. And so it is something that a believer should consider if they are going through challenges. It's even health issues, cancers, like problems like that. It will move God. It will touch God's heart if the believer does it with a sincere motive. So this is biblical fasting. It's a tool, it's a weapon in spiritual warfare. It helps we are a threefold being that is humans. We are body, we are mind, and we are spirit. So when we put down our body and our mind, our spirit becomes stronger. Our spirit is how we interact with God. And doing this will have many benefits, and I encourage you to try it if you are a believer, especially in the times we are living in. It's worth considering this as a normal practice in your faith spiritual routine, maybe once a week, abstain for a day, from food and things. Or perhaps you want to go on a more extended fast. There are lots of stories, both older and modern day, of believers in God who fasted for 7 days, 10 days, maybe longer, and they received divine revelation and many new insights and power that they did not previously had. Saul, when he was converted from Judaism to Christianity, did not eat or drink anything for 3 days. And I believe that's not the only time in the Bible that he's recorded as fasting. So it does have spiritual weight, and that's just what this video is. I hope this video blesses you, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great one. See you later.